18. Meteorologist Nicole Hartford in for Chelsea this morning, keeping an eye on your weather impact alert.
Yes, and that weather impact alert in effect for Thursday and Friday as we start to see some of the tropical moisture associated with Hurricane Francine. This is a Category 1 hurricane, a strong one with winds of 90 miles per hour sustained. It's forecast to continue intensifying, strengthening to a Category 2 hurricane before making landfall along the Louisiana Gulf Coast as that Category 2 hurricane. We do have Jay Gray, who is joining us now live from New Orleans as they get ready to see the impacts of Francine. Jay, what are you seeing there?
Yeah, and Nicole, as it's tracking right now, and I know you've been following this thing, New Orleans right in the crosshairs. It's right in the cone of where this thing may make landfall. And so they're watching it very closely here, obviously. Throughout the early morning and overnight, we've seen spitting rain at times, nothing like we'll see a bit later in the day as this thing gets closer to the coastline. Conditions will deteriorate. We'll see the rain pick up, the wind as well. Could make landfall sometime around 6:30, 7 o'clock this evening if it continues on its current pace. And as you know, it's drawing that energy and strength from the warm waters in the Gulf, upwards of 85, 90 degree surface temperatures there. So it is very hot, and that's what gives the hurricane its power, and that's what's allowing this rapid intensification here. The good news is we got a bit of sheer fighting back against all of that. I think once this thing makes landfall, we're going to see it diminish pretty quickly, but we got a long way to go to get there. So a lot of people anxiously waiting and watching what could happen next with Francine.
Thank you, Jay. And here in North Georgia, we're also anticipating some impacts. Now, of course, not nearly as large as what we'll see along the Gulf Coast and even into portions of Mississippi and inland Louisiana. This will weaken pretty rapidly as it moves inland down to a tropical storm as it crosses over the border into Mississippi. And then the remnants will kind of just hang out along the southeastern United States for the next couple of days. This has intensified really rapidly over the last 24 hours, in part because of the very warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. This time yesterday, it was still a tropical storm. It upgraded to a Category 1 hurricane yesterday evening and is now just barely shy of that Category 2 status. Throughout the last few hours, we've also seen a much more distinct eye form. This is our satellite radar imagery just over the last 5 hours, and you can see now a distinct eye. There's also a lot more heavier rain that extends further out from that center of circulation, and this strengthening will likely mean more rainfall for us here in North Georgia. What we're seeing at this point is mainly just cloud cover, but some of those outer rain bands already extend along the Gulf Coast into portions of Alabama and even South Georgia, where some of that tropical moisture currently sits. On the northeastern quadrant of these tropical systems, it's where we also look out for some rotation in the storms. So we're going to need to monitor these very closely when it comes to a low risk for a spin-up tornado, mainly down towards the south and the west of the Atlanta metro. That's where we do have that marginal level 1 risk for severe weather for tomorrow. So today, mostly quiet. It's Thursday and Friday all day that you need to stay weather aware. The impact will be heavy rainfall as well as some stronger storms, and of course the gustier winds that come with it. So make sure to stay weather aware and have a way to get those weather alerts throughout the next couple of days. Forecast track shows the quiet activity today, maybe a couple spotty showers, especially south of I-20, but things really start to get going by tomorrow. That's when scattered showers will soon turn to some stronger showers and thunderstorms throughout Thursday evening and especially overnight Thursday night and into Friday morning. I think the most widespread rainfall comes later in the day on Thursday and then through much of the day on Friday. That's when our weather impact alert will be in effect. Some of that tropical moisture will linger into the start of the weekend, and then we'll slowly dry out as we get closer to next week.